When we're young, we have this amazing sense of wonder, who we can be, who we will be, our potential. It's infinite. We pretend all the time and we dream. We dream of better days. We dream of glorious horizons. We can be anything that we want to be. We can be so much more than we are today. But as we grow older, we slowly start to lose this part of ourselves. Whether that be through people telling us, hey, these are your limitations. Then we got to start paying bills and we need money now. And money now often means we have to give up on our dreams. We have to focus on the now, and we've got to completely ignore the future and the potential that's clearly ahead of us. It's sad. We lose that part of ourselves becoming an adult. But if we only kept that part of ourselves, we could achieve so much more. I was with one of my clients doing a video shoot a few days ago, and she brought with her some of her children, and they were like 5 years old or so, and they kept playing these games, and they were saying things like, let's pretend to be a cop, let's pretend to be a flight attendant, let's pretend to be this or that. And I just sat there in amazement. I thought to myself, oh my God, even though I dream much more than most people, they're taking it to a whole nother level. They're actually pretending to be these people in real time. And I've lost that in myself. And I just sat there like, whoa, this is so cool. We've got to keep dreaming, because dreaming is the only way we can affect our future for the better. If we only focus on the present, the future will never change. We've got to dream about our future and catch up to it day by day by day by grinding it out. But if we never dream of who we can be, how on earth are we ever going to get there? If we don't know that we want to go to South America for a holiday, how exactly are we going to plan to get there? It's impossible. But too many of times we stop ourselves dreaming because we place this artificial limitation on ourselves. It's not a glass ceiling from the big bad man out there. It's not from our family. It's not from our spouse. We have no one but to blame for ourselves for our artificial glass ceiling, because we're the ones making it. There's no one out there that can ruin your dreams but you. The moment you stop believing in yourself, it's game over. Sometimes I just stay at home for a whole day and I don't move, but I just sit there and dream. I dream one day of having the HezyTek office, and you come in and there's two lovely ladies at the reception, and behind them there's a couple of TVs showing our latest work, and the HezyTek logo is there in neon lights, red and black, but most of the mood lighting is in red, fitting our theme both of the Hezron Springer show and of HezyTek. I dream of these things. I have at least 10 staff in every major city across the world. And in order to complete shoots globally, they fly and crisscross around the globe, meeting one another to get the work done. And then I'm going to have a house at least every single continent of the world, because I love every single part of the world for each of its different beauties. I love America for the work. I love South America for the culture. I mean, I learnt the language. Of course, I'm going to have a house in the UK, especially somewhere near London, because this is my home base. And Asia seems really cool, and Africa, that's my roots. These are the dreams that I put to myself all the time, and I sit there and I do this regularly, because guess what? It's my job. The employee is stuck in the past. The manager is stuck in the present. It is the entrepreneur's job to dream of a better tomorrow. It's the entrepreneur's job to paint a picture of where the company should be. It's the entrepreneur's job to only look for bigger and better and brighter horizons. The moment the entrepreneur loses the essence of being on a dream, he is no longer an entrepreneur, and his business will stop growing. The entrepreneur's job is to dream. Dreaming is what makes the best entrepreneurs. While the manager's telling the entrepreneur, hey, we have work to do. We've got to make it so that it's efficient and quick and easy for our staff to work in it. The entrepreneur is so far past that. He's on to the next mission. While the employee is annoyed with the entrepreneur because the entrepreneur keeps going out there and changing the systems, he keeps changing the mission statements, he keeps changing how things should be done, the entrepreneur's like, listen, we've done this before, it's time to move forward. The entrepreneur's job is to stay squarely and only in the future. Where everyone else thinks that he's crazy for being there, the entrepreneur knows that the only way that the employee and the manager are going to have a fruitful life is if he does the groundwork to make the future better to begin with. There is no home, there is no future without the entrepreneur. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, the ideology of what I'm saying still counts. If you're a father, it's your job to dream in the future of who you want your kids to be, where they're going to go to school, the kind of ethics and morals they're going to be instilling in themselves, generational wealth. You can't lose out on this dream, because as soon as you start to lose out on dreaming, you have no idea who you're going to be, and then you're leaving it to pot luck. And luck in this world doesn't work. You have to dream of who you want to be first, and then go after it crazily, in a manic way. Because once you see that person deep down inside of you, the world lights up in a way you've never seen before. Because in those moments, you realize the present is completely irrelevant. The only thing you care about is the future. So even though you might be in a minimum wage job that you hate right now, you don't feel sad about it anymore, because you can now see the future. And what does that give you? It gives you hope. And hope is one of the most powerful things in this world. Hope allows you to take the pain of the present and the past away, because the hope will mend it. Because the future will mend everything for you. Although we often think to the contrary, what we really want out of life is not a better today. That's boring. In fact, it's almost too easy. We really want a better tomorrow, for the future to look brighter than what it is today. That instills in us a tremendous amount of motivation never seen before. When you see someone out there in the world with a beautiful, authentic smile, that's coming because they believe that the future's going to get better. And the opposite, of course, is also true. If someone was just to drop money into your hands, poof, you think that's what you want, but actually it's not. And I know this because look at all the stats for those who become millionaires through the lottery. or through sports. They get it almost instantly but when you go through the whole game of pain and grinding and the struggle and you finally get what you want, it's a different way. That's why you've got to keep dreaming. Dream some more. Spend some time out of your day, if it's 3 hours out of your day, to just dream, do it. Most people are going to be calling you crazy for doing that. They're going to be telling you that's a waste of time. There's work to be done. There's things to do, they'll say. But you've got to tell them, that's also true. But you've got to tell them, yeah, that's true. But if I don't dream, there will be no tomorrow. The entrepreneur lives in the future. It's almost as if he's not even there with you. While you're thinking about what you're having for dinner today, the entrepreneur is 10 years ahead. He's seeing his future self and he's trying so hard to chase that down. That's the only thing he's looking at. So now he has tunnel vision for that 10-year later guy. Everything that's in the present, he's just like ignoring it. He's pushing it to the side. Boom, 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 boom. 10 years ahead. How do I get there? Dream. When we become adults, society teaches us that dreaming is no longer important. But if it were not important, why the hell have we evolved to do that as children? Society forces us to stop dreaming in order to make things happen now. And a short-term mindset will never be fruitful for you in the future. A long-term mindset accomplishes the most out of life. And for you to do that, you have to dream the long term first. We start to delude ourselves with things like, I can't learn any more languages. Only kids can learn languages very quick. Now that I'm old, I can't learn languages. BS. Liar. You're lying to yourself. You're putting a limitation upon yourself of your own design. And then what you're going to do, you're going to go out there and tell the world that it's not your fault that you haven't achieved everything you wanted to achieve. It's someone else's fault. No, it's not, you liar. You've put the limitation upon yourself. It is you that is shackling yourself to your own reality. Nobody else. And I don't want to make anybody feel terrible by hearing this, but sometimes that infliction is necessary for us to go through the world. We have to delay gratification by ignoring our present needs, and then by going out there and setting down the groundwork for the future. And the only way you're ever going to know what groundwork is to be set is by dreaming first of all. I know this guy called Steve Kaufman on YouTube. He owns this company called Ling Q, which teaches you how to read foreign languages. And I think he's in his 70s, maybe even 80s now, and he knows over 20 languages. Most of them he learned in the latter years of his life. The only people who stop us from achieving who we want to be is ourselves. You are your worst enemy. The enemy that you think you have they are just but an illusion. Because if we just went back to ground zero and focused on ourselves, the competition really and truly would be irrelevant. Bring that childish side of you out once again and dream. Keep dreaming. Dream. Soak yourself up in who you want to be, what you want to have, where you want to go, who you have to help. It isn't wrong to aspire for a better future. It isn't wrong to be a little bit crazy, because sometimes your dreams are going to sound a little bit crazy. But saying that, how else did you think that those who have achieved the utmost greatness got to where they are? They were a little bit crazy. The secret is to be a little bit crazy, as how they define it, as how the society defines it. Because I don't define it as crazy, not at all. I define it as being pretty normal. Set yourself a goal. A goal that's so out of where you are today, and then climb, and then climb, and then climb for it. And then once you reach it, what do? You dream again, and then you climb, and reach it. Go again, rinse and repeat. Dream, climb, dream, climb, dream, climb. Non-stop upward momentum. You have no idea how great you can become. But you're stopping yourself from being that guy, from being that woman, because of what society is trying to force down your throat. But I know that deep down inside, you know that you can really and truly be that person. But the first step in doing so is by being a dreamer. This is the Hezron Springer Show.